If you've seen my previous Spin.Moe videos, then you know what this video is going to be. Basically, I am just going to uh, take anime from my completed section, and I'm gonna spin, and when they come up, I'm gonna give my raw, unedited thoughts on them. The reason why I'm doing this is because right now I'm basically expecting December and maybe January to go quite as well as the rest of the year has, and so I'm just going to record these and put at least one, and well, I'm going to put both of them up in December just to keep my channel going and hope that I can have better luck come January. I actually have a good video planned for February. Uh, and the first one is World Trigger, which comes up very frequently in these spins. Uh, and I recommend it, but I'm going to cheat a bit and do something else. Alright, so I just paused this in order to let it spin. It came up as World Trigger again. See, World Trigger back to back. And then the next one is Dragon Ball Z. I covered Dragon Ball broadly on my last video, so we're going to spin again. Spins can be pretty erratic. I'm hoping for some really good stuff to show up, some stuff that didn't show up last time. I might actually tweak some of the sort of. I actually might actually. All right, so that spin was done, and what came up was Psychopaths 2, which again I'm pretty sure I've covered in a previous Spin.Moe spin. At the very least, Psychopaths has come up in when I've used Spin.Moe in the past. But what I'm actually going to, but I'm actually going to switch things up. I'm going to modify the maximum episode count here to, we're just going to go with 20. Yeah, we're just going to go with actually 39. There are a handful of stuff that are 39. And we're just going to spin with those in mind. So, yeah, no, wait, weighted priority. Oh, that was another factor I remember. Okay, I do remember that weighted priority means that certain anime that I have rated higher would probably come up more, which is probably one of the reasons why this comes up. The World God Only Knows. Pretty sure this has also come up in a previous one. I get the distinction that it has by I get the distinction that this has in a separate maybe an earlier attempt to record Spin.Moe. But I don't think this has made it into any of the videos that I've made. So yeah, that's gonna come up and we're just gonna spin. And this is now coming up. Alright, yeah, this is a fine okay, yeah. I specifically got a 11-minute OVA, I believe. Yeah. Oh no, it's 1 minute. I feel that it's longer. This is a short OVA that just serves as a prologue to it. Uh, LC receives from the okay, that is literally that is just this whole thing is just LC receiving order from her boss to go to the God of Conquest, which is this guy due to his knowledge of dating sims. Um, but yeah, this is but yeah. By contrast, I do recommend The World God Only Knows, Kami no Mi no Shiru Sekai. And as you can see, it's very good. So if it, there are 2 seasons of this primarily, and then a third. Oh, actually, there's a few OVAs in between. The OVAs tend to be pretty fine. Uh, Tenryhend is better than the other OVAs, but and then the final okay, I know, but I have gotten Megami Hen on this before. I know that I have spun this, and yeah, this is the weakest season in my opinion. But the previous two, I would say I would recommend them. I think they're pretty funny. I think they're surprisingly insightful. It's kind of like a parody of harem anime that kind of goes full in on the ridiculousness to make fun of itself. But it plays itself serious at not serious, dead straight with the genre at times, and I'd say that Megami Hen is the worst of them, especially in the manga because the goddess arc has a bit of build up, and it's pretty hilarious to build up. So yeah, I would recommend the first two seasons of The World God Only Knows, maybe the manga more, and Megami Hen, it's fine if you want to see it. One thing that I will say about Megami Hen is that it has a literal skip ahead. There's a sort of read the manga beginning that explains away the discrepancy between season 2 and 3. I didn't really like that. I'm pretty sure that Tenryhen was only adapted because she was necessary for this season. So yeah, let's still go with the next spin. Oh, Katsuki no Yona. Okay, this one I highly recommend. Just gonna spin this while this comes up. I'm getting good. Okay, I'm getting good speed today. So yeah, yeah, fine. Uh, so Yona of the Dawn, Akatsuki no Yona. This was pretty popular a few years ago. A lot of people were really liking it. And I definitely agree. This has some great pacing. I really like how the main protagonist goes from being kind of spoiled and sheltered into being more capable over the course of 9 episodes. That's a 9 episode arc rather than an immediate transformation. Like, that's just something I much appreciate. It felt like such a breath of fresh air, especially because quite a lot of stuff can really skim over that. So yeah, this one is great. I really do strongly recommend it. Oh oh sequel. Oh, OVA. I didn't know there was an OVA sequel. I did. I plan to watch it. I haven't watched it yet. All right. This sounds. All right. It sounds fine. But Akatsuki no Yona, highly recommend it. I really like this. Not much else to say on that. It's good, really. Oh, Fate Zero, another good one. I just spin accidentally. All right. Well, going back to this anyway, there was something I just realized. Okay, yeah. So one thing to note was that the dub handled this kind of weirdly. They dubbed episode 13 onwards before episodes 1 through 12, and so that kind of screwed some people up with chronology. I just thought that was worth noting. But in hindsight, there's actually quite a lot to say about this show. I like how there's quite a lot in the world of politics, how the king has good intentions, but he's still doing harm onto the people, and that Yona has to really come to terms with that. I do like this phrase right here, free from the shackles of her naivety. So yeah, that's basically what I would like to say about this right now. Moving on. So I accidentally spun this earlier without making the link first. But the next two will be Fate Zero and A Lull in the Sea, Asakara. Nagino Asukara, sorry. Spin. And so next up we have Fate Zero. I know that I have spun this at least one previous time when recording Spin.Moe, but it might have been a bad recording that didn't make the video. I've recorded this before and have attempted to, I should say, and not always do they come out good. Sometimes I just really am poor. Sometimes I notice background noises that I didn't notice when I was recording. But Fate Zero, okay, so this is basically the prequel to Fate Stay Night, which was very popular. There are 2 seasons of this, but most English versions have just lumped them together as one continuous season. So yeah, it's Fate Zero. There's not really much to say other than that it's great. I am very much of the opinion that this is good. Um, there are definitely things that I like better. I did roll Psychopaths earlier, all the way at the beginning. And the person responsible for writing that show, Gen Urabuchi, probably Urabuchi Gen in Japanese, wrote the source material for this anime, the light novel Fate Zero. don't think this deviates from that, but I don't have much faith that it's faithful either. I've just become jaded that way. So moving on to A Lull in the Sea, Nagi no Asukara. Alright, so this is a... Oh, I just noticed there's a space here and there wasn't on the Spin.Moe page. So back to the point, Nagi no Asukara is a very beloved or hated show. I've seen people who say they really hate it and find it boring, but I really liked it, and a lot of people do. So as I was saying, so this is a pretty good show. This is a PA Works show, and I really like PA Works. They tend to be very... I really like a lot of PA Works because they're very... what's the word I'm looking for? Pretty is not the right word, but I'm struggling to find any other word to really describe it because I really like, especially with backgrounds, I'm really having a difficult time selling this show, even though I really like it. We'll just move on. Alright, so Tsukigami Kashimasu Rewent Tsukigami. Alright, this is a really great one. We got a really great one here. I'm just going to spin while this comes up. As you can see, very good. So this is a remarkably underrated show, as you can see. Doesn't have very many people overall. This is one of those very underrated shows from 2018. Yeah, summer 2018. And I remember watching it a few months later. So yeah, this series is set during the Edo period, during a time where renting was a lot more common than just buying. And so two siblings here, they basically rent everyday items that have actually gained supernatural powers and with it consciousness called Suko no Monogami. So I mispronounced that, I am sure. I really need to rehearse saying that. But and a lot of their details come from them just sort of having a lot of shenanigans with them connecting with the people who they have rented the gods to. They are a type of kami. And I am selling this one short, but I really highly recommend this. I'm really happy I really spun this, by the way, because I would really push people to watch this. This is a show that I recommend more people watch. And the final one is Chaika the Coffin Princess. Alright, this is the second season I've rolled, but we'll be going to the first for pretty obvious reasons. You have to kind of start at the first. So Chaika the Coffin Princess, this is a anime adaptation of a light novel by... I can't remember his name, but I know that he did Scrapped Princess and a few other stuff. Give me a moment. Alright, I just brought up the Wikipedia page, and it is Ichiro Sakaki Sensei. Alright, so yeah, the Magician's Academy. That was the other one I was thinking of. An Outbreak Company. So though I'm loosely I saw one episode of Magician's Academy and am loosely associated with loosely familiar, I should say. I don't know why I said associate. I'm not associated with this. I'm loosely familiar with Outbreak Company. There are a few other stuff that I'm not familiar with here as well that I should probably get to. But Chaika the Coffin Princess is closer to Scrapped Princess in that it's a fantasy setting that's sort of imagining itself with slight gun references and a bit of a mystery surrounding a princess type character called Chaika. I do think that Scrap Princess is a bit better, more put together. But Chaika is fine. Yeah, see, fine enough. I might have Avenging Battle ranked a bit higher. No, I do not. They're both fine. Alright, so, yeah. And I'll leave it there. That's the video. Alright, I messed up my outro there, so I'm just going to re-record this. On screen right now, if you're watching on YouTube, will be the list of 6 playlist, where I have a lot of lists of 6 like this, although a lot of them are scripted. And on the left, I believe, will just be a video that I personally recommend. Uh, Probably my 6 demon designs from SMT4 to return, because I'm kind of proud of how that one turned out and feel like it didn't get enough recognition when compared to what came before it. So yeah, that's what I'll just put on here, and I hope everybody has a great December. Happy Christmas, happy Hanukkah, happy winter solstice, and all that stuff. And I will see you next time.